I gotta ask, man, where have all the average, normal Democrats gone? I mean, where are all the blue collar, blue voters who used to be concerned about government overreach, government abuse, the destruction of anybody's civil liberties? I mean, how is it possible that the average Democrat citizen can hear things about Fannie Willis, Nathan Wade, Alvin Bragg, Letitia James, every single one of them, all the people currently trying to destroy Donald Trump, because of course no one is above the law. All of those people have multiple points of contact between the Biden White House, the Biden Department of Justice, and their offices. I mean, how do these Democrat citizens ignore it? I mean, they always say the same thing. They always say, it's like they're stuck in a loop, man. Well, it doesn't prove anything. There's just no proof. I mean, obviously they don't care about the optics. They will not even allow themselves to question the possibilities, right? They just ignore it. And I guess when we think about it, it's really not new. They said the same thing about Bill Clinton secretly meeting in a private jet in the middle of the desert with Attorney General Loretta Lynch as she was investigating his wife. And basically, they just take the approach of, well, they don't have it on video, so we can't prove anything. And somehow these are the same people that believe an 8-year-old expired misdemeanor is proof of election interference. I mean, obviously, these are not serious people, right? But now, if you want to look, we have what actually looks like real proof that the Biden administration has been coordinating with district attorneys around the country to abuse and literally weaponize the justice system.
Yeah, okay, we get this.
He is on message. That is someone who is on message. He laid out, actually, things I have in my notes. SDNY didn't bring the case. The Federal Election Commissioner doubted the case. Cyrus Vance didn't bring the case. Well, what happened between we can't bring this case, the facts don't match the law, and today, last February, when Alvin Bragg brings the case? An intervening fact happened. President Donald Trump decided to run for president. It is my belief that that played into this. How is this case dead as a doornail, unprecedented, according to the New York Times, unprecedented, according to Trustee, a lawyer, but we bring the case after Trump decides to run for president? I leave that with you.
You said something earlier this hour, and I know you've been looking for connective tissue with the current president to further those political points. Who was leading the opening statement today against the president?
Matthew Colangelo, who used to be the number 3 under Merrick Garland at the Department of Justice. He left that cushy job at the Department of Justice to go be a line prosecutor in a city office. That shows how coordinated this is. It's not just him. In fact, there was a law firm here in New York City that's known as a Democrat law firm that handed over a few of its attorneys to help bring charges against Donald Trump. This is part of a widespread and coordinated effort, and I think everyone kind of knows it. But it is really interesting to me to see this man out there today, and you look at how so many Republicans can't even handle a minute of negative coverage from the media. And this guy has people attempting to bankrupt him, imprison him. You have actual House members trying to remove Secret Service protection from him. And he knows that if he were to just be no threat to the regime, it would all go away. And every day he gets out there and he keeps making his case. And that does a lot to explain why he is so beloved by so many Americans.
Joey.
Molly Hemingway, man, she's spot on. I mean, it's freaking amazing when you think about it. It's amazing that we're surrounded by people that have become so tribalist that they will make themselves believe that someone would actually leave a position that sits them third in command in the entire Justice Department, where you can literally fight the evils of the world. Whatever you choose to fight, you can do. You could literally save the world from that position if you applied yourself, right? Human trafficking, whatever you want to do. But these people believe that Michael Colangelo would leave a position like that to be a regular old low-paid city prosecutor in a city that doesn't even prosecute most crimes. None of them question this. No one is brave enough to even ask the guy a question about it. And they all just pretend like it's normal and that it's some lateral move that just makes sense. It makes no sense. But if that's not enough coincidence for you, one of the first things that happens after he arrives in New York is the Trump case that both Alvin Bragg and Cyrus Vance said that they didn't really think it should exist or did exist. Well, as soon as Colangelo shows up, that gets magically revived and turned into a literal full court press, right? So how is it possible that these people can't at least acknowledge the optics of these things? And honestly, that's the tell right there. That tells you everything you need to know. That's how you know that they actually believe that something is wrong here. Liberals love to play apologists, right? They love to try and explain things away. But the things that they refuse to question, the things that they refuse to even try to minimize or explain away, those are the things that they believe. And not only do they believe them, they know that there's nothing they could possibly say on that topic to make it all go away. And this is one of those things for sure. This is dirty. There's no doubt about it that this is dirty. And here's the thing, man. I probably repeat this way too often, but if Donald Trump really is so bad, if he really is so evil, if he really is such a threat, why do they need to lie, cheat, steal, and manufacture things, not even to beat the guy, just to slow the guy down? And Molly Hemingway nailed it, man, right at the end there. She said any other Republican, any other person, honestly, and I believe this, would have crumbled under this mess. They would have shriveled up and probably would have literally died. But Trump, to quote Dana White, is the greatest fighter this country has ever seen. And I think this stuff proves it, man. It really does. But that's just my take. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. If you haven't already, be a part of our growth, man. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. I'll see you in the next one.